I love this next honoree, Daughters of Destiny. Especially because I get to say Shanti Bhavan, Shanti Bhavan, Shanti Bhavan. It's fun, Shanti Bhavan. Shanti Bhavan is a school that was started by Abraham George in Bangalore, India. As an immigrant success story here in America, Dr. George decided it was time to give back to his native India. But more than that, he was determined to change 1,000 years of history. In the Indian caste system, the 3 million untouchables are the lowest, subsisting on $2 a day. They are limited not just by poverty, but by prejudice. And the girls suffer the most. In 1995, Shanti Bhavan was started with a simple 3-part mandate. We will take 1 child per family at the age of 4. We will house them, we will educate them, and we will send them to college. And the child's responsibility in turn is to learn, get a job, and then go back and help their family and their community. It's 12 boys and 12 girls per class. In this 6-hour documentary, we follow these 5 girls for 7 years, and it is fascinating to watch them grow up. It is a remarkable and moving story. Educate a girl, you educate the world. From Netflix, Daughters of Destiny.
I feel very lucky that I got selected to come and receive an education at Shanti Bhavan because only 1 child is taken per family. But actually my mother didn't want me to come. She told my father that I don't care if I have nothing to feed her. I want her to stay with me. And it was actually my father's decision to let me go.
So I'm just thinking about Shanti Bhavan students whose families might live in a village. What is that experience like for them to be here in this very protected place and then to go home? They must really feel like they're living in 2 different worlds, especially I imagine for younger kids who maybe don't fully have a complete grasp of the caste system and what it means. What is that like for them?
That's a really good question. So as a kid, when I went back, you're always convinced that, okay, this is where I belong. But as you grow up, you see the differences and you see that it's not where you belong and you belong to where you place yourself.
At home, they think of me as an unusual person. They know that I think very differently because sometimes unexpectedly I voice out my opinions which I'm not supposed to be doing. Many of times I have felt like an outsider because I don't do things their way, and so they're like, we wonder what you're going to do when you're married. I'm like, it's fine. By the time I'm married, I'll have a washing machine, I'll have a dishwasher, I know how to manage myself. And the times when they tell, you don't know how to cook, I'm like, it's fine, I'll marry a cook.
I really worry about those girls. I want to know what happens to them. We need to do 7 more years, like 7 Up. The Television Academy honors Daughters of Destiny. Accepting is the executive producer, writer, and director, Vanessa Roth.
I do want to say there are 300 million untouchables or Dalits.
I thought that was kind of low.
Yeah, so I mean, it's incredible. Thank you so much. Making this series in India was a true labor of love and literal sweat in 116-degree days in the insane process of documentary filmmaking over 7 years for our creative team. But mostly an extraordinary act of generosity and trust of the 300+ children and families and the Dr. George and his family that gave us themselves so honestly and so fully in order for the world to know their names and their stories. Karthika, Shilpa, Manjula, Preeta, and Temali, who come from families who are the most impoverished and discriminated against people in the world, who I have had the great honor to watch grow as they embark on changing the course of history. They remind me every day about the core belief of Shanti Bhavan, which is that if you lift 1 child out of poverty, that child will carry 100 more people with them and contribute to the larger world. And though they have caste and class and gender and history to climb over, they are doing it. The graduates are working every day to contribute to their families to make sure that they have their basic human needs met, like food, water, clothing, a roof, and education. And in this moment in history, they're also contributing to the larger world in a way that this world needs so badly right now. By the very act of them sharing their lives through this series, of Netflix saying yes to amplifying their lives to the world, and by you and the Television Academy recognizing them tonight, they have now carried hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of people by modeling and inspiring compassion and empathy, by shattering the idea of otherness, and by showing what social justice should look like for every person. So I am so proud to accept this deeply meaningful honor on behalf of all the kids, alumni, and staff of Shanti Bhavan, a new generation of men and women thanks to the George family. On behalf of my core team who made this series over the years and continents, Jenny, Dev, Livio, Dan, John, Ashok, Manju, Maya, Karen, Geeta, Ryan, Shannon, AR, and Ria. To our unrivaled collaborators at Netflix, thank you so much to Cindy and Adam, Lisa, Jihan, Zana, and especially Jason. Thank you to my partner and best friend, Witch, and my kids, Maya, Phoebe, and Augie, who are the reasons that I do this work. To my dad, who's here tonight, who proves that our stories are what connect us. And this is really in memory of my mom, who taught me about the impact each one of our lives and all of our actions have on each other as we carry our own 100 more with us. So thank you so much for this.